What's up, guys? It's Powerbang, and I'm bringing you guys a 50 versus 50 war recap against Clash with Ash that went down this past weekend. Now, that also has the YouTuber Clash with Ash. I'll have a link to his channel in the description, so make sure you guys go check out his recap on this war. He's got some different attacks shown than the ones I'm going to show today. But one of my best friends in Clash and on YouTube and all that, so it was an honor to play against him and his squad. Very, very big shout out to Elite Nation, Clash with Ash, all of the clan family clans over there. You guys are great, fantastic, huge supporters of mine, and I appreciate each and every one of you. That being said, there was some frustration I heard in the chats and stuff about, wanting to have performed better and all that. But I just want to encourage you guys and say that, we were in a position once when we first started doing the ranged wars where we were utterly shocked and unprepared for the bases and the overall quality of play that, was coming our way. So believe me, I know we've all had those days, but definitely keep your chin up and keep practicing and arranging wars. I encourage you to keep arranging and keep playing these talented clans like you've done with One Hive and now with us. I encourage you to keep doing that in the future because the future's bright for you guys and it only gets better from here. So that being said, let's move into some of the attacks today. Let's check the board first of all. WHF clears the 9s and the 10s. Does get 2 Town Hall 11 triples as well, 2 stars the rest of them. Clash with Ash clears the 9s. And they get a few Town Hall 10 triples, leave a few of them uncleaned, and then no Town Hall 11 triples, but they did 2-star all of them. So 142, 134 was your final, and 42 to 34 was your triple count in total. So let's go over to number 9 here, and Kapuya. That's my new word. Those of you on the stream tonight, y'all know. So let's watch Hexagram here. And look at the diversity in this army composition. He drops the heroes in the corners and just straight up mass miners the donkey piss out of it. And Grand Warden is going to be backing up those miners. So ignores the CC entirely, just drops the poison spells there. Whole bunch of miners going, 3 balloons and a dragon. Logic would tell you that, man, that might be a pretty rough CC for some miners. some ground troops that have no ability to kill them. But nah. Nah, it's all good. He uses the Grand Warden ability as they got a little bit close, and then 4 or 5 heal spells. We'll say 5 heal spells, just kind of keeping the miners up as needed as they push their way through the base. The Queen and the King are working the outside of the base, kind of keeping those miners funneled in on the defenses. Notice everything inside the walls, for the most part, is a defense, with the exception of just a couple storages here. Last heal spell goes down on the bulk of the miners, and he's just trying to chip away as much as he can on that top right side and get as many of those defenses down as he can before those miners fall off. But he's got the Queen, the Grand Warden, all of the miners still up. Warden goes down to the Inferno Tower, but it's kind of too late. Looks like the miners are about to meet up in a big group at this point. The King and the Queen are finishing up. More miners out in front of the Queen. I mean, just so many miners. So really nice job to Hex. One little cannon to take out, and that is done. 3-star for the good guys. Let's move on to the next attack. Let's check out number 11 here. This is Sai getting taken out by Todd. I really like this attack from Todd. This is a boner with baby dragons and whatnot to make that funnel. So this is one of Ash's favorite attacks, so I hear. A lot of chatter on Twitter about this style. But basically, drops that baby drag. Love the pathing on this. Watch this guy right here as he zooms around the outside of the ring here. Inferno Tower really doesn't do a whole lot of damage to high hit point troops on multi-target settings. So very, very slowly being damaged. No air traps down there to speak of. And gets just a ton of value, ton of building. Storages, the cannon, the whole works there. Really nice job on that baby drag. Same thing is going on up top. So he's clearing the way to access those Inferno Towers. And once this storage goes down on the top right, he will be able to access that Inferno Tower directly. And you know what? It looks like the baby dragon's just going to take it on. 1v1 with a baby dragon. Clears the ring, gets in there, and takes out the Inferno all by itself. Holy crap. Todd wrecking this base, taking advantage of some weaknesses here. And after the bowlers and the King get into this side compartment, drops the rage spell, and everything just starts to fall at this point. Buildings getting smashed. Queen's in there. They pretty much ignore the Inferno Tower for the most part and walk around at perks of that huge buffer zone in that compartment. But at this point, he's got miners coming in from the top left, and there's really nothing that's going to stop him. Uses the Queen ability, taking out just pretty much all this extra defense. He has 3 heal spells left right now, and he is working his way through the last Wizard Tower. So no more Wizard Towers left. 2 mortars after this one goes down. So 2 mortars left now. He still has 2 heal spells as he pushes his way through this base. So one heal spell goes down, keeping everything up through all of the mortar shots here. Possibly a bomb. No bomb. So working his way through the last couple point defenses. Just really, really nice attack here from Todd, exploiting this base and its weaknesses. And no need for the last heal swags in the middle. Very nice raid for Todd. That's a 3-star for the good guys. All right, next up, WHF on number 14. This is Grimlock being taken out by Cobra. Cobra was featured on his agent account over on Clash with Ash's channel. Again, check the description for that video. You guys definitely need to subscribe to Clash with Ash if you have not already. Fantastic YouTuber. Covering high-level Clash of Clans play as well as Clash Royale if you are into that kind of thing, which I know a lot of you aren't, but the Clash of Clans stuff is top-notch. So keep an eye on him. All right, so the Queen charging in here. This is cleaning up my raid on this base. He drops the balloon there on the Troll Tesla and then takes out this storage here with the Queen. And as she walks to the right, notice the value she's going to get for an air attack. First an air defense, then the Inferno Tower, then the Clan Castle, then the Queen. I mean, you really can't get much more value here for a short walk. So, great scout here from Cobra. I debated on taking this base out at this spot as well, but eventually tried to get the Inferno Tower on top. So, it ended up being, you know, more efficient to come in at the bottom here. So the Queen's starting to get low. She's going to pop that ability before the enemy Queen targets her. 2 shots her basically, and then locks onto that Inferno Tower and takes it out. And then working his way through Wizard Towers and whatnot now. Really nice job. One thing I didn't point out at the beginning of this raid is while everything was going on, Zap Quake takes out the Central Inferno Tower. So only one to deal with. Or, excuse me, not the Inferno Tower, but the air defense, excuse me. So, gets that taken care of and immediately gets in with loons to take out the second Inferno Tower. And really, really nice pathing, nice job on that. Collapses on the air defense over on the left side. And it is down at this point. And now he's just targeting him balloons and trying to target this final air defense over on the right side of the base, and then just use the extra loons to crush it. So Rage Spell is down. He's going to take out that Wizard Tower. Beautiful. And then there's a Tesla. Once this, there it is. Once the air defense is down, then that Hound can get out in front of all of these balloons and do some tanking. And then he just starts trickling in some balloons from the side. So that's going to be a 3-star. No doubter on this one. Really nice raid for Cobra. Taking out those really, really exposed Inferno Towers. So really nice job, man. All right, guys. One more Town Hall 10 raid here before we drop down to the 9 stuff. Let's look at Ashes and getting taken out by Aridan here. Aridan has a wonderful attack on this. Another boner attack. Even a go boner, if you'd like to call it that. But basically, sends in the 2 goals from the top right, about 130. And Baby Dragon on the right to create a nice funnel on the army camp here. And then Wizard on the top, making sure that those low hit point buildings go down. And then bowlers to help create like a mid, secondary funnel there. And then most of the bowlers down in the center after the walls are open with the help of the Queen and also the King to get in there and take this base out. Now, he's not really targeting any Inferno Towers, so I think he's going to end up between these Infernos. But we'll see. I think eventually the Queen will get up there and get that top one, as it is accessible by a jump spell. There's the Rage Spell for the bowlers and the King and all that. There's the King, uses the ability, and gets a little bit preoccupied here with Skeletons and King and all that. He does pick up the Inferno Tower, so really nice job on that. And the Queen takes out an Expo. Very nice job. So miners come in from the top, very quickly taking out the Wizard Tower before it even gets off a shot. And then the miners are going to be working their way around the left side of the base here. Notice on the far left there is a Troll Tesla. No other ones, it appears like. So on the far left, he'll have to go pick that up towards the end here. It looks like he does have a couple miners go over that way. They might be able to get it taken care of before the bulk of them have to come back. So we will see. Boom, it's down. So really nice work. We've got 2 heal spells left. Whole bunch of miners going into the Inferno Tower here. Drops the heal spell. Uses the Queen ability, and look at that. The Queen is going to go ahead and get that Inferno Tower weakened, kill the Skellies, and ultimately take out the Inferno Tower. For the kill squad, getting 2 Inferno Towers. That's absolutely brilliant. And then the miners will have an easy job cleaning this up. And he's got a whole heal spell left. So really, really efficient. Didn't even need it. And kind of the theme of the war. We've had a lot of swag spells in this one. So nice work to Aridan. 3-star for the good guys. Let's go ahead and watch a few of the WHF Town Hall 9 raids. And then since Clash with Ash showed a few of the WHF raids on their bases, I'd like to show a few of the Clash with Ash raids on our bases. Some of the attacks that I like. So let's see. Where do we leave off? Number 34. Let's look at WHF hitting Nacho Bude. or something. Citrus Mine here with a beautiful air attack. Absolutely love this attack. Really exploited this base very nicely. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. Wizard Towers all towards the inner guts of the base, and the what are those called? The air defense is very symmetrical around this one. So he drops in a couple golems, and you'll notice the compartment that he's going to drop those wall breakers into. Look at how deep that compartment goes into this base. So wall is open, golems and the king are going to head in. Awesome job. The golems are going to get out front. The king was a little bit early, so he attracted the attention of the Teslas, which is not ideal. But in goes the queen. She's going to take out some of those CC troops, lock onto the baby dragon, take that out. Poison spell slowing all that stuff up, so he's not super concerned about it, but it is good to get that taken care of in a timely manner. The heal spell goes down in the core, kind of keeping everything alive here. Look at the golems do a really nice push. Queen taking out the first air defense on the left with the help of the bowler, takes out the wizard tower, and she's going to horseshoe around, the end goal being to take out the air defense on the other side of this entry point, this guy right here. That will leave 2 air defenses left for the Lava Hounds and Loons to take out. And he does have a couple hogs in this this composition as well. I wonder what those are for. We'll have to wait and see. So the queen takes out the Expo, works her way around, grabs that that air defense as well. The most beautiful part about this queen charge here, gets all of the core cleaned out. Check this out. The opening here, once she locks onto the storage and then the mortar, she's going to go around and target this or this next and head outside of the base and start working the ring. So a Lava Hound comes into the air defense at 12 o'clock there. Haste Spell gets a whole group of loons in there, and he just drops in 1 balloon there to target the cannon and the mortar, since neither of those will target air. So very efficient use of balloons. And on the backside, he sends in some balloons to directly target the point defenses that are exposed, and the air defense locks on to the final hound and explodes it. So very nice job. Balloons coming in from everywhere. The queen still has her ability. She's going to use that and hustle up a little bit. There comes the hogs. A couple hogs to go straight to that air defense to help take it out quickly. 1 balloon drop, and boom, it is done. That is going to do it for this base. Unfortunately, the cleanup crew gets cut a little bit short here, since there are air skeletons locked onto his balloons, and that is, not ideal for the cleanup, but it's not going to matter. Too much of the base is already wrecked. He does have minions that will eventually be able to help out if those air skellies didn't get taken out by the queen, which they did. So no worries. Citrus Mine getting the 3-star. Very nice work, man. All right, so next up and last up for WHF this recap is going to be Mr. Freelo taking on W Hitman. So shout out to Hitman. He's from, I think, my city. So what's up, dog? Yeah, so he's going to basically deploy some free minions and whatnot around the base because he's attacking this base with dragons. Now, the goal is to trim as much crap on the outside of this base to keep those dragons on the defenses that matter inside the base so they don't stray and start walking around or flying around the outside of the base. You never want that. So really nice queen, charge here to go straight up and take out this air defense here at 9 o'clock. Now, we do have 4 rage spells here. Now, the wall has been opened. That queen, after taking out the air defense, will lock onto the wizard tower and then push through this compartment. The king will drag her over, and eventually she will get this as well. Also, the clan castle should approach, and she'll have 2 poison spells for it. So, very nice job. Notice the minions have finished their job funneling, and now that will force the queen, rather than go outside the compartment, she will go through the wall. So, there's the poison spell. Rage spell for the queen. There's the CC lure. Here comes the Valkyries. Here comes the baby dragon and wizard. And also a king engagement is happening as well. The queen is without an ability, but does have the rage spell and quickly dispatches of the CC. Takes out the mortar and is going to get the king platform and second or third. Well, it's the 4th Tesla. I believe as part of that farm. No, that's the 3rd. So almost all the Teslas are part of that farm. Now she steps up, gets that air defense. Now we're in business. So we've got 6 dragons and a hound. The hound taking care of the air defense at the 6 o'clock position in this base. The dragons are going to collapse on it. You should see a rage spell here to go ahead and get them through this area. Boom, right there. And then the other danger sections of this base include the top. That will be dealt with by the king. You'll see a giant come down with wall breakers to go ahead and open up that wall. And then on the right side where the queen is, you're going to see another rage spell so that they take her down in 2 puffs. So boom, she's down. And now there's just a few point defenses left that can harm him. The expos are pointed down in this base, so it is vulnerable. There's that giant for distraction. Wall breakers going at the top, open up the wall. And once that king takes care of this barracks, which will be very, very quick, A level 25 king running loose in a compartment like that with only 2-point defense. Very, very vulnerable. He should be able to take out the bulk of it by himself, especially since the queen is tanking the damage from that archer tower. She will eventually finish the town hall and snap to that archer tower, taking it out. Now the king can use his ability, get in there, and finish off the final air defense. It is down. There is 5 dragons still flying around. Very, very efficient and awesome raid from Mr. Freelo there. Just absolutely wrecking this base with the Town Hall 9 dragons. So to celebrate, that'll be 3 stars for the good guys. And that'll do it for the WHF side attack. So wonderful job to WHF. Really, really impressed with you guys this war. And I say you guys, just almost from an outsider looking in standpoint, very, very impressive. I know when I talked to Ash, he had nothing but good things to say about you guys, so be proud. Let's go to the home side now and check out, let's see here. First off, we'll start off with one of their Town Hall 10s. And we'll start with a hit on Grim by Grimlock. I felt it only appropriate to show the Battle of the Grims. And you're going to see here a mass miner attack. We got Archer Queen in the left corner, Archers in the other corners, taking out those corner huts, and a Builder hut in the bottom, the 6 o'clock position, taken out by the King. And so you got the Queen focusing on 9 o'clock, King at 6 o'clock. That'll create some funneling. Really nice job with the Queen here. She's going to use her ability and take out that whole corner worth of buildings to make sure that those miners go straight into the Inferno Tower and don't want to stray outside of the base. So Giants are doing some tanking. There goes that King popping the ability. Now he's going to go through the wall here. Wall's going to get broken up pretty quickly. They'll get in there, take out the mortar, take out the cannon, and that'll pretty much do it for the King. Very, very efficient use of him, though. And then the miners go. So this is where their money is made. Heal spell goes down. They are in it, dealing with the damage from 2 wizard towers, the Queen, Skellies, and Inferno Tower. Rage spells dropped. There we go. There we go. Queen's down. Wizard Tower's down, Inferno's down. Now we've got a CC just chilling. Again, it is ignored. Poison spells are dropped. The important thing, the Loon goes down. And now the Hound just chases a wizard around the outside of this base, because that, that works. Heal spell dropped at the back Inferno, and then once that is, dealt with, then he's pretty much home free. He still has another heal spell. And it looks like the Skellies have lured those miners away from the Inferno. That is very, very dangerous. And then when they go back, of course, there's a bomb that they didn't hit earlier. He does lose quite a few miners there, but he has miners working the ring, and they have split up pretty good for him. But the bulk of those miners concentrated in the core. Really nice job. They get to the backside, take out the final defenses, and that Hound is not bothering anybody. So Wizard drop for the cleanup behind the miners. Really efficient job there. Nice job, Grimlock, getting that 3-star on your brethren Grim. All right, next up, we will look at number 35, Clash with Ash, taking out Noxie here. This is Jacob. And what does Jacob do? He's got a quad quake here. And I really like this attack. He's going to bring a whole lot of Valkyries and a few Hogs as well. But let's watch as he executes here. I believe it's an entry from the right side. He's going to go ahead, drop that quad quake right in the middle of the base, opening up all of those compartments. Wonderfully done. And it looks like, okay, there we go. The Queen starts her walk from up at the 10 o'clock position, working her way around the base here. We got a Golem and Wizard up at the top, and a whole bunch of Wizards working their way through as well. So they start taking out a few buildings, and then Queen starting on the left. So nice little funnel getting made. There is the jump spell that goes down. King is going to come along with the Valkyries. Key building to go down right here is this guy, this elixir storage, and once that's down, notice those Valkyries redirect and go to the core. So nice job. It looks like a Lava Hound is picking on the Golem, but it's not going to really be of any consequence. The only thing is that we're hoping that the Wizards don't pop it. Now, those Wizards are pesky, and they're chasing it. It is getting low, and it does look like this thing's going to actually blow up, but check this out. We've got heal spells from the core keeping up the Valkyries. They're just smashing. Bowlers are just smashing. Now they're sitting in a heal spell, so they're not going down as quickly as those pups would like. Somehow, everything is staying alive. Just really ripping apart the guts of this base. He's got 3 Hogs left, and he's still doing work with all of these troops. Look at all the Valkyries here with the King. They make their way outside the base, and pretty much everything at this point, with the exception of that cannon, the Bowlers do pick that up right before they go down. That was a really big pickup, because everything else is in range of the Queen from the outside portion of the walls. Had that cannon stayed up, it looks like she could have picked it up here, although it did look more difficult to finish than the other buildings. But we've got the pups being a nuisance a little bit. At this point, the Queen is going to lock on to a few of them and help out the Valkyries and the King. But the key here is that the Queen and the King, with only 3 defenses left, still have both of their abilities. So the King's going to go ahead, pop his, and then the queen will pop hers as well, and that ends up being a 3-star for Jacob. Nice work, dude. Let's take a look at one more raid, guys. This will be 50, number 50 versus number 50. Of course, the classic number 50, something that we never see in our wars because they're always 30 to 40 man wars, never the 50 stuff. So this was actually really fun to do. Army camps in the corners. Interesting. So 3 army camps in the corners. We got the queen charging, starting from the top. She's going straight in to pick off the spell factory and then get that air defense taken out, which is huge. Very nice job getting that first objective taken care of. He's got air defenses in the corner. Not going to take advantage of this from a air raid perspective, but he is going to take advantage of it from a queen walk perspective. So continues to walk, doing good, clearing compartments and whatnot. We've got golems coming in from the right, a big wizard spread behind to clear basically that whole right side, and then wall breakers with the 3 wall breakers coming in, and almost gets that wall open. He wanted that wall to open up with those 3 wall breakers. Unfortunately, that cannon 2 layers deep did a number on it. He saves the funnel just in time. The king's going to go over, take 2 swipes at the wall, open it up, and that will give them access, hopefully, to that jump spell. Unfortunately, it was misplaced just a little bit. You can see it's lingering over the backside of the wall there, but it does not work. But once the Valkyries and the King get through, check this out. They're into a heal spell. They're able to hop the wall very easily. Poison spell goes down, and it's just a ruckus in the core right now. Double poison on the baby dragon. The Queen and the Skellies are kind of luring everything everywhere. Another heal spell goes down for the Valkyries. Here come the Hogs. The Queen is working the upper part of this base, and the Wizard is kind of already doing some cleanup work on the right. So here's the Hogs. Finally, you get some going in, and it looks like the King and the Wizards are still making a big push, and the Hogs are pretty much undetected right now, sneaking up behind some of these defenses and taking them out. All right, so the Valkyries have pushed all the way through the base, and they are still working pretty hard at the cleanup process. And then the Queen there is working the top left, and everything is, she's tanking everything. The Expo, the Archer Tower, all that good stuff. So everything's looking really good. Minions start to clean up from the top left on the mortar, and that is pretty much that. There is a few corner buildings to take out. He's got 1 Archer left. I don't think he realizes it's due to that scroll bar, but that is going to do it, guys. So Jedward pulling off the 3-star on Butler 3. His name even says it. 3-star me. Anyway, Clash with Ash versus WHF. Really fun war. I really hope, guys, we can arrange something in the future and maybe do this again. It doesn't necessarily have to be a super competitive war. We can, have a friendly event or something like that. Hey, I hear there's a new feature coming to the game that might make that, possible. So we will see you guys down the road, I am sure. I want to say a special thank you to all of the Elite Nation members that are now members of Banger Nation as well. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. And this was a hell of a fun war for me to be a part of, as well as my clan. So that is all for this recap, guys. Let's go check out the final. We'll put that up on the screen. There she blows. It is Powerbang. And I am signing out till next time, guys. Take care.